Hello everyone, MPX AUTOS James here. How are you today? In this video, we would like to share thing inside one of the Fuso Fighter 1224 BLUTEC truck. What happened is that the truck came to us with an issue that when the brake pedal press, the brake light stay on, and there's no way to turn off the brake light unless the headlight here is turn on and off, maybe one or maybe a few times. Okay, so the headlight need to be on and off. That is really weird because it looks like something happened wrong in the system. So what we have done is that the trucks came and we test out, and we can confirm that the issue really happened with the brake lights and the headlight. So it seems like the brake turn on by itself and then it turned off by the headlight. At first it makes no sense to us, but after all, it actually is an issue. So we had to check. What we did is that at first we tried to have and check everywhere first, because before the truck came in, the owner already told us that alright, another mechanic already replaced the brake switch and the issue is still not fixed. So what we did is we tried to see if we can fix this one. Now we need to check up all the wiring from the back end, because normally the things happen like this will relating to the earth. Okay, it will relating to the earth generally, between the lights. So what we have done is we pull out the lights cover, check everywhere, do the multiple test with the power, and we visualize check visually check all the connection behind the tail light and brake lights on the right side and on the left side. We check all the thing at the back to make sure that the wiring, if they are joined accidentally or not, and we check underneath of the truck until we check everything until the front of the truck. So basically what we found is that the wiring from the back end on the left and on the right tail light seems okay. Okay, there's no obvious damage. From the back end of the truck to the front end. We lying down under the bottom of the truck, getting the cable checked, and even though the truck has the thing like the LED lights in the front, but it wouldn't be that suspicious thing in the system to trigger that issue. So we try to check crossing with the LED lights here, and it's not a problem. We can confirm that. So after every possible check at the end, underneath of the truck, front of the truck, then we come into the cabin, because now the issue would stay somewhere inside the cabin, because there's no obvious wiring cable damage at the end, at the bottom and in the front. Even though there's some sliding wiring into the front from the LED add-in, but it's still not an obvious issue for that one. Now we come in here and we saw that we definitely need to remove the panel around this section to access into the wiring setup, fuse relays and thing, all the possible thing in this section, including the entertainment section and the relay and fuse section. So if you want to know how to remove this panel and section here, please look up another video we have. And now what we done is we try to locate and check all the possible fuse at first. So after we remove the panels, we can see the fuse easily, and also we see all the relays. The good point is all the fuse has the you know, label on that, so we can easily check them. We checked and we found that, look at this, there's one fuse already replaced before this one, and that one is about the tail light, but it's still not showing any damage size on the fuse. There's no melting, no, you know, burning thing on the fuse. So the fuse, they are good. So by any accident reason before, this fuse for the tail light was replaced, but it's still not an obvious you know, reason for the issue. So again, we need to check all the relays, and this where the game plays. It is multiple relays, and we have to identify it, which one was the issue for that. And before, okay, sorry, a little bit before we jump into that one, we open this section. We open the back end section of the head to make sure that we check all the wiring for the section here, and we can see that the wiring seems to be in the normal condition, and there's no damage, no, you know, problem from the wiring, and things looking okay behind the head unit and behind the section here. So that means we made the conclusion of the good normal working condition in this section first, and then we focus on the other section. All right, so that's why we open this full section for the check, and come down to that would be where we do the deep check. So the funny thing now happen here is when we press the brake, there are you know, something feeling like the relays respond, few of them over there, which is not normal. And also when we turn on the headlight, the response from some relay, not one, which is not very normal as well. So we had to test, filling, test, check, pull out, check, test, pull, okay, pull out multiple relays. So what you want to do is you pull out relays, test, okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, that is 4 relays that we need to do multiple tests on them, including the power test by multivoltmeter and, you know, the rear test. So at the end we can confirm that the relay for the brake really plays up, and it actually, you know, is the main reason that it doesn't work anymore. So after doing multiple pull test, check, and visual check again, multiple, you know, power test around the truck, and in this section and in that section, we can come down to the conclusion that the issue, you know, appear because the main relays for the brake doesn't work properly. It doesn't work properly, which means that it still try to operate, but then it's stuck and it makes something short inside that one, and that's why the issue is coming up. Okay, so at this moment, if we press the brake, it will be okay because we already sorted it, and you can hear this. Okay, all right, see that? So that's where I point my finger to the brake relay, and now because it's already replaced, okay, the good working normal one, so it's already operating normal. Okay, so the issue is fixed, and hopefully this video will help someone who has the similar issue try to pinpoint your problem. It might not be that one, okay, but at least it's the procedure that, you know, we can share how to check out the issue. The brake switch is one of the issue, but now if the brake switch is not the issue, then you go around, get all the visual, check with all the multiple tests, you know, on the wiring, and check everywhere that they mesh or not, and then check the fuse and the relay. That's actually is all the thing can happen. And yep, now the issue is gone, and happy to drive it again. Okay, so thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.